What's up? I'm travel photographer Brendan Vanson of Brendan'sAdventures.com, and I'm here at iconic Monument Valley. So this is an episode of Getting the Shot, which means that we're going to do that. We're going to get a shot. So the whole goal of my time here in Monument Valley is to get one image. One really cool image. It's a very iconic spot. You can see the classic monuments back in the distance over there. And so it's been shot like crazy. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of really cool images. I want to try to get something slightly unique, but I'm not really concerned with that. I just want to add a really cool image from Monument Valley to my portfolio. So let's go out and do some image scouting now as the light's coming down, and we'll find somewhere to shoot something either today or tomorrow. We got 2 nights, 2 sunsets, 2 golden hours here at Monument Valley, so let's get out there and shoot. So image scouting here is quite easy because, well, there's not a whole lot of places you can go. This is the classic view of Monument Valley behind me. And yeah, I'm just gonna wait here for the light. I'm gonna shoot some different exposures at different focal lengths on everything from the 70 to 200 millimeter lens to the 16 to 35 millimeter lens and see what I come up with. So last night we got a really cool sky, I think. Sometimes when you come to a place like Monument Valley, the desert, you expect blue skies, but you really hope for these powerful, colorful clouds, and we got that last night. So I really think I got a shot that I'm gonna share with you guys last night, but we've got another full day here today, so we're gonna go drive around and, you know, check out the rest of Monument Valley, and then once I'm done that, I'm gonna take you home to the digital darkroom and show you the images and how I'm editing 1 or 2 of those images. So let's go. Okay, photographers, I am in the digital darkroom as I promised, maybe not as soon as I promised. It's been a while actually since I was out shooting in Monument Valley, and the reason it's taken me so long to get back to you is just we've been so busy on this US road trip that I have not found the time to get behind the computer and film a video. In fact, you'll probably notice that the quality, sound and video isn't up to the same standards as I've been trying to do of late, and that's mostly just because I need to get something online. It's been like 3 weeks since I posted a video for you guys, and that's way too long. The road trip officially has come to a close in real life, in real time. So there's going to be a ton of footage coming up over the next 2 or 3 weeks from that road trip. And of course, it'll feel more like real time to you traveling along with me to places like Monument Valley and Horseshoe Bend and Sequoia or wherever else we're going on this road trip over the next couple weeks. So it should be fun for you. And yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. And with the Forrest Gump quote, I'll take you to the land of Forrest Gump. And this is Monument Valley. This is the famous road from that Forrest Gump movie. And I had a client that was looking for some POV, some point of view images from there. So this is the first image you're seeing. Usually on a getting the shot image, I take you through just one single photo and show you the editing process. But the truth is that the images from Monument Valley didn't require a lot of editing. We got really, really lucky with the light and the skies. So instead, I'm just going to walk you through what I did really, really quickly, to be honest. Starting with that first evening that I showed you, where we got some cool images like this. This is the sun setting here, and you're just getting the very edge of the sunlight. And you can see the sky's all crazy here. I actually had to tone down the sky and the colors and saturation in this image because it just looked too ultraviolet. It looked beyond realistic. And so it's one of the only places in the world I've actually had to desaturate an image to make it look more real. It was also really, really tough to get a white balance here. It kind of has a greenish tinge, but if you go too far to the purplish side of the tint, then you get really purple rock and it looks fake again. So it's one of the struggles I had in post-processing, but it was just a matter of toning down the desaturation. Again, you have this other image. This is the road in Monument Valley that's about, I think it's 17 miles. And it's a beautiful drive. We did that on our second day in Monument Valley, and this is one of the mittens. It's called a mitten for obvious reasons. It's like a little mitten on your hand. And yeah, these are the images from that evening, that sunset that came out really cool. One of the things I struggled with in Monument Valley and a lot of flat landscapes is trying to pick out enough foreground or sky. You want to put the horizon and the subject at one of the thirds marks, the 2/3 marks, so either down here or up here. But often case at Monument Valley, it seemed like it was probably best that the horizon was right down the middle, and somehow I avoided doing that for the most part. You can see I kind of went a little bit above the horizon here, but the images definitely turned out better when I used the rule of 2/3. So I'm happy I stuck with that and didn't give in to the middle of the horizon, or flat horizon, middle of the composition horizon. These are some of the images from the drive, again doing some POV style images on that dirt road there, which was a really fun drive. 17 miles takes you about an hour or so. We did a little bit longer because we were shooting and taking pictures and exploring and all that stuff. So it took us a little bit longer than that, but about an hour is what you need. There is the loudest motorcycle outside. That was not a fart. I swear it was a motorcycle outside. Yeah, let's scoot down. We tried to shoot a second evening, and we chose the absolute wrong light. Usually you want to shoot landscapes like this with the sun behind you at your back, so it casts a natural flash over your subject. We shot straight into the sun, which was a bad decision for landscapes, but it worked out well for portraits. We got a couple shots like this out on the road. We have the sun creating this strong backlight here, and that's creating that hair light. That's the key light for this image. And then I've set up a cactus flash here in the foreground, and that's lighting up the foreground. So I got these two cactus flashes. I'm stoked about them. I really like how they're working, and I'm going to have a video or 2 or 3 about those cactus flashes in the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe the next month. So I'm still testing them out. I'm absolutely loving them so far, and you can get some cool images like this with just one off-camera flash and a nice glowing sunset. And then it got to evening time, and I decided to go back in and shoot some stars. So I shot this on the 60D, the old camera, and the 50mm 1.4 lens. This is shot at f2 to get these stars. 30 seconds, ISO 3200. Look at those stars in Monument Valley. It's just insane how many stars you see on a clear night there. We were really blessed because it was cloudy as hell during sunset, and we got really beautiful skies, and then it was clear at night, so we could shoot some stars, which was awesome. Here's another image like that. This is again with that 50mm at 1.4 this time. And I did some star trails there as well. I got lucky because there's a lodge over in this direction over here that casts enough ambient light on the area that it works like a little bit of a flash for the entire landscape. So it lights things up a little bit more than you'd usually get with a landscape. I shot this 967 seconds. I'm not sure how that is in minutes. I think it's about 15-minute exposure or 16-minute exposure, I believe it was. ISO 400, 33 millimeters on the 16 to 35 millimeter lens. Anyways, peeps, that's it for this episode. Like I said, I'm kind of in a bit of a rush to get something online for you because I feel like I've been lacking a little bit of late. So those are the images from Monument Valley. There's nothing special that I did in the editing process to these images. These are exported, so you won't be able to see the develop module, but really all I did was increase or decrease saturation on certain images, increase the contrast, mess around with the shadows a little bit. There's nothing special done to these images. And in a place like Monument Valley that's so stunning, quite oftentimes you don't need to touch the images. You shoot the right light, the right time of day, and the right scene. You shouldn't need to post-process that much. And yeah, I'm stoked about Monument Valley. It was beautiful. I got a bunch of images to add to my stock portfolios. I got a couple images over to my clients that they're quite happy with. So I can't complain about my time in Monument Valley. We're off to Page in my next video, and I'm going to do a video on Antelope Canyon there, which is a very popular spot, and I've got an interesting discussion about that coming up. And then we're going to shoot some stars over at Horseshoe Bend as well, which should be fantastic. Anyways, I'll catch you next time. Be sure to subscribe to the channel to stay tuned to these U.S. road trip videos. I promise they'll be better developed and filmed in the future episodes. I just wanted to get this online because you guys deserve it. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you next time. Later.